Live again, second time today. This one, it's still coming in bad connection. See, I'm trying to get this sorted out here for Monday. I got a couple ideas for what I want to do for Monday's launch, but if you were following along a little bit earlier, got to see the Atlas V launch. I was not sure if I was going to actually get to see that. That's pretty exciting. First rocket launch I've ever seen was that Atlas V launching earlier tonight, so super exciting. Pretty pumped about that. Let's see, hold on, I'm going to switch this camera around here. Let me, oh, can I probably can't do that now that I started the broadcast. Oh well, I guess we'll just deal with it like this. Anyways, so I saw, oh, Streaky, hello, Streaky Toaster 9. Good to see you here. Thanks for hanging out here with us and chatting for a little bit to see what happened, what went down today. So the Atlas V launched earlier. I'm trying to get this sorted out for what I'm going to do for live broadcasting, because it seemed like the broadcast went well right up until the point of launch itself. And then I see Gregorius here. Good to see you. Yeah, right up until the point of launch, then all of a sudden the mobile bandwidth just went awful. Presumably, it must be that everybody started streaming or doing their own thing just as a rocket launch, because after that, my live stream just was awful and was buffering like crazy. And so we got to get that sorted out come Monday. So I think what the plan is going to be, I got a whole bunch of devices with me. We got iPads, I got multiple iPads, I got multiple phones here with me. So I think what the idea is going to be is that come Monday, I'm going to try to stream from one of my other devices. I'm going to use this guy that I'm talking to you now on. I think I'm just going to record regular video with this. And then that way I'll have some high quality footage that I can actually share afterwards if the live stream doesn't work out. So that's what I think the plan is going to be for Monday, so that we can at least have some sort of decent footage for the actual broadcast. The nice thing about, you know, getting to see the Atlas V here and actually being able to set up a broadcast for it is that it was kind of a dress rehearsal for Monday. So I think, you know, that's, even though the broadcast earlier wasn't that great, it did give me a little bit of insight as to what it's going to be like come Monday. So I think that's a plus for us here. So, so super excited about that launch, getting to see it, but not so excited about the actual broadcast that I had. So it is what it is. Can't change it now. Can you give can you get Streamlabs? Should be available. I do have Streamlabs. I haven't used Streamlabs that much, but I do have the Streamlabs app that I had thought about using, which I may actually use for Monday's launch. So I think what I'm going to try to do come Monday is I'm going to use one of my other devices. I'm going to try to use that Streamlabs app and maybe downgrade the resolution down to like 480. And that way we don't have buffering and all that kind of stuff. So you may not get a great live broadcast or live picture of the launch. It'll be live and we'll actually go through it together. But this way I can broadcast it live with you all, but then I'll have my devices that can record high quality video of some sort that I can share afterwards. With that being said, I don't know, I mean, you know, these launch photographers, they do a fantastic job of capturing footage. I looked back at the stream that we did have, and the beginning of the launch was not too bad. It was a little bit grainy, but it wasn't too bad. But looking at the actual rocket itself was nowhere near what it actually was like in person. When I streamed when I watched that video back from what I streamed earlier, even with the graininess, like if I use my imagination as much, it just did not do it justice whatsoever what the actual rocket looked like, which was kind of incredible to me. I mean, seeing that, like, as soon as that launch happened, seeing that, the flame from the actual rocket itself, like right away, was like the brightest firework you had ever seen. It was like this metallic-y flame looking thing that flame-looking thing. It was a flame. But it's this metallic-y looking flame that was super bright, like a sparkler type bright that you were looking at. And like you can't see that at all in the footage. And it to me, it just felt so much bigger than it looked in the actual footage, at least from when I watched back the live stream. I couldn't believe how tiny it looked in the video stream that I was sharing and how big it looked to me in person. But I guess that's kind of the nature of video capture. But it just really was amazing to me how much different it was in person to actually see that rocket go off. And even just to see, you see it streak across the sky, but then I could see the definition of the flame in the exhaust. And I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just awesome to see that. And I was too far away for, oh, there we go with the bad connection again, but I was too far away to actually get any sound. I still haven't checked to see exactly how far away I was, but I was too far away to get any sound. Yeah, we heard a little bit of a rumble, but that was about it. Nothing like hit you in the chest kind of rumble. But just being able to see it and see it, you know, it kind of went, it took I believe, at least this is what it looked like in person, is that it took kind of a southeast track, because once it launched, like just watching it go across the sky and seeing it come towards, you know, not really towards me, but I was to the south of where it was, you could see it come to the south, which was pretty awesome. And somebody said, could you see the boosters separate? I couldn't actually see booster separation, so I didn't see the actual separation itself, but you could definitely tell when the boosters were done because the whole flame or the whole exhaust trail was just gone after that. But I couldn't actually see the boosters separate, but I could see it for a really long time because it's a super clear day today, and I could see it for a really, really long time. And then eventually it was gone afterwards, but it was still cool. Even once it was gone, just to see the, you know, see the exhaust plume that was left behind. I don't know, it was a pretty cool sight to see in person, and it just, I don't know, any of those live broadcasts that I watch of the rocket launches, even though I didn't get any of the sound or the feeling from the rocket today, none of the live broadcasts do it justice as to what you actually see in person. Just, I mean, seeing the detail of that flame to me today was just amazing. Being able to see the fine detail in the flame exhaust, which I know you can see on the broadcast that they do for ULA and for SpaceX, but this was just so crystal clear and so bright, so bright. It was just amazing how bright it was. That was kind of the shocking thing to me, is that like when that thing went off, and I wasn't even pointed in the right direction. If you notice at the beginning, I had asked somebody when I was there, I was like, you know, where is this, you know, where's the rocket take off from this vantage point? And they kind of pointed over here. They're like, yeah, this direction. So I was facing that direction, but when the rocket went off, it didn't come up from there. But I saw out of the corner of my eye that bright flash of the exhaust or the flame from the rockets. And just to see, like, that caught my eye right away, and I turned right towards it. And just how bright it was incredible. That was the thing that really amazed me. It was far away. We did not see any. Wait, somebody said, hold on, it's going away too fast. It was far away. We did not see anything. We did not hear anything. Well, I definitely saw it for sure. I don't know. I should look here. Let me look on my iPad here real quick. I want to see how far away I was, because I know come Monday I'm going to be about, I think just under 4 miles away is what they said for launch come Monday. So I guess I want to see how that compares to where I was today. Here, hold on one second here. Let's get this up on the iPad here. Let's see, can I measure distance on my iPad? Maybe I can't measure distance. I guess I can't do that. I don't know how to do that on my iPad. Well, anyways, I'll figure out how far away I was. Will you be at the press site on Monday? Yes, I think so. I don't know. We're going to be at the NASA Causeway, is where they have us being put up on Monday. So I think that's the official press site. I'm not really sure. Obviously, I've never been there before, so I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with press. But we're credentialed just like the regular press is. So, so hopefully we can. We should have a much better view come Monday of the actual launch itself. The question is really going to be: is the broadcast going to be any good? And I have a feeling the answer to that is no. So what was that sound? Let's see. Press site is where the countdown clock is. Causeway is different. Both are cool. Oh yeah. So we're going to be at NASA Causeway, is what they said. I don't know where the press site is, but in our itinerary they said we're going to be at the NASA Causeway is where they're going to take us to. So it should still be cool. I've heard it's not the closest vantage point, but it's still very close. Just under 4 miles away, they said, for the viewing point. So yeah, can't do anything. Gregorius said can't do anything about the mobile infrastructure. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, the camera. Somebody mentioned something about the camera turret. I do have my little gimbal, which was not too bad. I thought I followed it all right. But yeah, the mobile bandwidth is just I don't know. It is what it is. It's unfortunate that I couldn't keep it going today, but. Satellite internet not far away. Yeah, SpaceX. Get that Starlink up and running so we can actually get some satellite internet. That's where we need to be. Yeah, I don't know. I have some stuff like at home when we do our weather balloon launches. We have wow, I gotta shut off my notifications here. Hold on. Let me mute this so it stops coming up with these notifications. There we go. All right. So at home, I do some network bonding, which basically like takes multiple internet connections and bonds them together to create a much bigger pipeline. And we do that for our weather balloon launches. We do that mobile network bonding. It basically we take like three different phones basically and create one big internet connection. It's really hard to do here because of how light I was trying to pack to get down here. So, you know, because I just did all carry-on luggage. So, you know, I pack a lot for our weather balloon stuff, and it just wasn't feasible to have all that stuff, to bring all that stuff down to Florida with me to do that network bonding. So, kind of stuck with, you know, stuck with what I get for mobile bandwidth for whatever Verizon Wireless is going to provide me. So, so we're going to have to see what it comes up with on Monday. But I think the difference on Monday that I'm going to have, so I didn't take any pictures today. I had it up on my gimbal today so that I could track it and watch it and do all kinds of stuff. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do it today. Plus I was pressed for time because I didn't even know if I was going to make it in time today. Because I got there, I was like set up like 30 minutes prior to launch is when I got there. Like I just barely made it in time. So so I didn't have a lot of time to think about it. But I think come Monday, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a camera on my tripod like I got now, and I'm just going to point it at the sky behind me, and then maybe I'll use like one of my lapel mics so that you can actually hear me talk, and then we'll watch it together. And then that way I can take my nice cameras and devices and stuff like that and actually record it, take pictures, and then even if the broadcast is no good, then at least I still have some high quality footage that I can share with you all later. So that's the idea. So day one was not much. A little bit of travel coming out of Buffalo. We mentioned it earlier, but big ice storm going on in Buffalo today. Tonight is going to be the worst time. So if you're in the Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse area, big ice storm coming through. They're talking about a lot of power outages, things like that. Just barely made it out ahead of that ice storm to get down here to Florida, where it's a nice 80 degrees. Awesome. So much better down here. But travel was pretty uneventful, direct from Buffalo right to Orlando. I'm here in the hotel now in Cape Canaveral, and we're gonna get I'm off to NASA first thing in the morning. I gotta be there by 9 o'clock to get my press credentials, and then they got us pretty busy. They have us pretty busy in the morning until just after lunchtime, and then after lunchtime I got some free time, so I may try to either do a broadcast or maybe I'll record a video and upload it. What time will you Streaky said something. Streaky said, what time will you be stream at? Time here is 10 a.m. Well, the time here is 8:30 p.m. So my next stream will probably not be until tomorrow. Well, what I'm probably going to do, I'll definitely do a stream around this time tomorrow. So what time? It was 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'll definitely do another stream tomorrow around this time. It'll be kind of my day 2 wrap up. I don't know if I'll be able to get anything streaming wise done during the day tomorrow, but what I think I'm going to do, just because the mobile bandwidth is not so great, is I'm going to record a lot of video, and then I'll try to do a lot of uploading after the event so that I can still share it all with you, so you can see what was going on. But at least I will at least do another wrap up from my hotel tomorrow night, and then probably do another wrap up Monday night, and then you know, when we get home, we can see what else we want to talk about after that. So that's kind of the plan. But so far, everything's going well. You know, we had some had some worries whether or not I was going to get down here, whether or not we were going to deal with ice, whether or not I was going to make it on time for the Atlas V launch, and everything worked out great so far. So far, so good. So put a check mark in the first in-person rocket launch viewing for me, because that was the Atlas V there. First one I got to see was an Atlas V rocket in a 551 configuration, which is pretty cool to see too. 551, a 5-meter payload fairing, 5 solid rocket boosters on that thing. That is kind of awesome that I got to see, you know, a behemoth of a rocket as well. You know, I mean, it's no, you know, we're not talking like Falcon Heavy or BFR or, you know, something like, but still, 551 Atlas V is pretty awesome. So, anyways, I'm pretty excited for what we have in store for the weekend here. I was worried maybe my travel plans weren't gonna work out. You know, you never know. I don't know if something gets mixed up with flights or rental cars or hotels, but everything worked out great. My flight was on time, and I was where I was supposed to be. My hotel reservation was here when I got here. My rental car was ready when I needed that. So everything worked out great. So far so good. So I'll have more tomorrow. I'm going to do a lot of recording in the morning, probably share some of that with you in the afternoon, get a lot of pictures online, and then we'll do another wrap-up, like I said, tomorrow night around this time. So 29 degrees and 45 miles per hour here in Chicago. Oh, that sounds awful. I think that's what we have back home in Rochester, but fortunately, I'm not there. I'm here. It was a slight breeze and about 85 degrees down at the park where I was watching the launch from. And I think I'm going to go head outside here now. A little bit dark out, but I feel like I got to get outside. I had a long sleeve shirt on when I left Buffalo. A big heavy coat, long sleeve shirt on. I got jeans on, and you know, that's what I went to the Buffalo airport in. I recorded a video. It'd be kind of I didn't share it with you, but when I do my wrap up and put some of this video together, you may see some of that. But when I got to the Buffalo airport, I was freezing. It was blowing like 25-mile-per-hour winds. It's 30 degrees. It was absolutely freezing. And then I got down here. I had already taken my jacket off, put it in my carry-on, but I still came out of the airport with my long sleeve shirt on and my jeans on. It was like instantly started sweating. It was 85 degrees. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta take this long sleeve shirt off. So pretty psyched to be in some warm weather, because I haven't had this kind of warm weather since like September. So yeah, and I see everybody's commenting with where they're what they've got for weather. And oh man, -4 Celsius and icy rain, snow pellets here in Toronto. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Still windy in Chicago. 63 in Ohio today. 80 yesterday. Wow, that's pretty impressive. But it does say Monday's forecast is 35. Ugh, too bad I can't stick around. 45 miles per hour, the Chicago area for winds. Yikes. Yeah, we're supposed to get some pretty hefty winds back home. I got my weather station back home. Actually, I could probably tell you what we're experiencing back home, because we got a weather station that monitors all our. Let's see what it's like back in Rochester. At back home on a Pacific station. We are looking at, just waiting for it to come up. Oh wait, didn't come up. Gotta retype the call sign in. Let's see. There we go. Metric. 8 meter per second. I don't know. That. I can change this to be an imperial because I don't know anything about, but I'm not going to do that on the fly. But anyways, it's windy. Let's see. Hashtag Space Lobster t-shirts are great. I got mine with me. I brought. I got lobster. So the Space Lobster came with me. Somewhere. There it is. All right, and the Space Lobster t-shirt came. Hashtag Space Lobster. Oh, here we go again with the bandwidth issues. Let's see, Jay. If he's with the press, then it's pretty likely he'll be right next to the. Yeah, well, they said we're going to go to the NASA Causeway, which they're. All right. Well, I'm gonna. Gotta figure out how to get this sorted out. Didn't know if there's a radio broadcast or a ham band to tune into. I almost brought my ham radio, one of my handheld radios with me. I didn't know if there was going to be anything to listen to, but I don't know what the NASA. Yep, there it goes again with the buffering and the bandwidth and the connection. So because we're getting buffering again, but they're far. I'm not even connected. That would be better, but it is hotel. You know what you're going to get with hotel Wi-Fi. In this podcast, one full day here. We're good to go. Got to see the Atlas V in person. And the videos just don't just so got more about money. So all right, we're tuning in, everybody. So what about going forward, but tune in to all right, well, I'll do my sign off. See if I can do my sign off without it buffering. Thanks. Have a good night. We'll see.